everyone, this is Liv straight from Kalkine Studio. You're watching Go Green with Kalkine. Today, let's talk about the financial hit Canada could take as a result of climate change. If you like this information, please share the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can press the bell icon for notifications, as well as logging on to our website, kalkinemedia.com. Canada has been quite adamant about turning itself into a green economy, going as far as slicing a substantial share of its latest budget for sustainable development. If the latest numbers are to be believed, Canada may have taken a step in the right direction for more than one reason. Analysis by the charity Oxfam of research conducted by the reinsurance group Swiss Re Institute has found that G7 countries could lose as much as 8.5% in gross domestic product on average annually by 2050 if they don't combat climate change. G7 nations, which comprise of Canada, Japan, Germany, France, Italy, the US and the UK, saw an average GDP fall of 4.2% during the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the case of an 8.5% GDP fall for those economies, it would mean an annual loss of up to 5 trillion US. That's almost 7 trillion Canadian dollars. If that's the case, the economies would shrink about twice as much as they did during the coronavirus pandemic. So what will be the impact of climate change? The Oxfam study points out that the short-term effect of the pandemic is likely to disappear soon. However, the impact of climate change will cause long-term damages to the economy that will be felt every year. If global temperatures rise by 2 to 2.6 degrees Celsius, Canada could lose about 6 to 7% of its GDP by 2050. If the temperatures climb by 3.2 degrees Celsius, then the loss may be up to 9%. And that's what the report finds. Apart from the G7 nations, 41 other countries were a part of the Oxfam study. All of them are estimated to see a GDP fall in the future if the world doesn't improve its climate change efforts. For instance, India could lose some 27% of its annual GDP, while the Philippines could lose a massive 35%. Oxfam researchers have also highlighted that for low-income countries, the impact of climate change would be devastating. Citing a World Bank report, the researchers pointed out that approximately 132 million more people are expected to experience extreme poverty by 2030 due to climate change. The CEO of Oxfam Great Britain says that while the effects of climate change will be more pronounced on poorer countries, developed economies won't be immune either. He's urging the UK government to take a lead in developing a plan to bring down greenhouse gas emissions. So, what are the G7 nations doing for climate change? In May 2021, environment ministers of the G7 nations revealed new climate change targets, as well as committing to limiting the rise in global temperatures to 1.5 degrees Celsius. They've also agreed to stop funding coal-fired power plants in poorer nations by the end of this year. The UK will play host to the UN climate talks in November. This event is expected to see some major steps being taken to make the world a safer and greener place for future generations. That's it for now. I'll be back soon with more shows around clean energy, renewables and climate change. Thanks for watching. I'm Liv for Kalkine Media.